Alrighty, how's it going, guys? My name's Triumphy, and today I was watching one of Asmongold's videos about the community was kind of turning on him, or some of the community, because he had put out a video with the title saying that the War Within was basically dead on arrival, and he's struggling to enjoy the game right now, and not all the aspects of it are really endearing to him. So I wanted to kind of come and respond to that video and kind of tell you guys a little bit about my story and where I have been and come with World of Warcraft. It being something that has been in my life for like Asmongold was saying, more of my life than it hadn't been. So I've been playing this game for more of my life than when I had started. So I've had World of Warcraft and Warcraft. I actually Warcraft for even before that. I grew up on Warcraft. So, but I've been playing World of Warcraft for 13 years, and I tell you what, guys, it has been an absolutely magical experience for me to get to play this amazing game that brings so many different perspectives and ideas and persons together. I just can't tell you just how important in in my own life World of Warcraft has been in growing me into the person that I am right now. And so I kind of wanted to share my perspectives on why I still enjoy jumping into World of Warcraft retail every once in a while, just to kind of see what's going on. And then I want to let you guys know why I am still enjoying playing a Season of Discovery, and maybe my approach that I'm trying to take with Season of Discovery compared to the past versions of World of Warcraft that I've played, which has always been like, I want to be the best. I want to try to grind. I want to spend all my time like putting in like an extra effort to get my character to the point where I can play with the big boys, and I can really turn my Warcraft career into something that people might look at and respect. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about that, because I think that's a major point for a lot of us guys that have played games like RuneScape and World of Warcraft and these basically sub communities of people that we have been associated with for the majority of our lives now. And so I wanted to talk about that. So all right. So for years and years, guys, like my main goal in life was to get home and be able to sit down and play World of Warcraft and like hang out with the boys and do a bunch of duels and see who was better at PvP, and who could get the most gold. And like if you weren't very good at doing gold, you tried to be even better at PvP. That way you could get the guys that had a bunch of gold and played PvE to play with you. That way you could progress further in this world that you're in with these other great people that you're getting to spend time with in this environment that is rewarding to not only you but the people around you. And I think people don't find that in very many other situations. Sophie, stop eating their food. Sophie, stop eating their food. Sorry, my dog was eating the other dog's food. But I want to tell you guys about why I still do enjoy getting into World of Warcraft and putting all my keys together and getting my interface set up and my add-ons, which, to be fair, I wish I didn't have to work with add-ons. I know they make the game a lot easier in a lot of different ways, but trying to get somebody into the game and then like getting them past like the $15 a month thing, and then once you're like both in Northshire and they're like, all right, let's play, and you're like, oh, one sec, we got to go through about 30 more minutes of getting you set up with add-ons, and you got to download Curse Forge and make an account and do all this other stuff. It's a nightmare getting somebody to play World of Warcraft with you, even SOD at this point. I do think Season of Discovery is a lot more forgiving on the add-on side. You know, it's a lot less like, you know, predicting damage, and it's kind of just, you know, you're kind of in the present gameplay moment to moment. And I think that's why I still play Classic as much as I do. That, and you know, I feel like my time is rewarded a lot more than my time in retail is rewarded, because let's be honest, if you want to do well in retail, all you got to do is go, you know, go down $500 and buy a bunch of WoW tokens and get people to run you through the best things. So, you know, if you want to do that in Season of Discovery, at least you used to, I don't even know if you can do this anymore, but at least you had to go out into the world and like try to make a bunch of gold. That way you could, you know, use that to influence, you know, your gear in raids and all that type of stuff. And I think that's way better than selling a token. But, you know, that's just, I'll never change my mind on that. But, yeah, so I still am enjoying the game. But I'll tell you what, guys. I think at this point, if you've been playing World of Warcraft for as many years as I have, there's probably been some decisions in your life, especially as a growing young man, that I've made that, you know, let me have more time to spend in this game. You know, for example, myself, when Classic World of Warcraft launched, it was a huge deal for me, and I wanted to spend more time on making content and streaming and doing all that stuff that I dream about, like having as maybe a career one of these days. And so I was running I was managing a front end alignment shop at the time, and I had to make the decision that, hey, listen, if I'm gonna be here and be at the shop constantly and not have access to a computer where I can, you know, be who I am, you know, a guy that makes content and is playing games and being within these communities and making friends and all that type of stuff, and like trying to actually be like a part of what World of Warcraft is, you have to sacrifice some time in some different areas. And so, especially if you want to be like a really like progressive player and, you know, be pushing content and that type of stuff. And at that point in life, that's when I thought that I was wanting, you know, I thought that would be a good thing to bring to my stream and to my YouTube and to be able to show people. And what I realized from doing that is, not only is it hard to like be that invested into a video game, especially even one like World of Warcraft, where you're putting in, you know, 14, 16-hour days into this game, and sometimes even more for some people that are pushing content. I realized that I didn't get much enjoyment out of doing that, and so I had to really reassess my life and go, you know, okay, why is it that I want to spend time working on, you know, different art projects or videos or streaming World of Warcraft or even just playing it? You know, why was I wanting to do that? Is it because I wanted to have a big stream? Is it because I wanted to be really good at the game and be recognized for that? And I think for myself, I found, especially after leaving the managing position at the shop, and I went to doing, some of you guys might know this, but I do Walmart delivery. So instead of DoorDash, I deliver people's groceries. And honestly, that's been an awesome way for me not to only be able to be a part of the communities that I want to be in and be there on time and put effort into, you know, trying to make myself a part of that community. But it's given me the flexibility to be able to go and see my grandparents as they're getting older, and it's given me the flexibility to you know, play games when my wife is at work and create content when she's away. That way we can spend time together when she is here. And my wife has been so gracious with me as far as understanding, you know, this enjoyment of streaming and creating content and making YouTube videos, and how it all connects back to this game called World of Warcraft that she gets here with me, because I have my whole setup right in front of like our living room, so she can be a part of my life while I'm doing this stuff. You know, like I've had to change my whole like, or not really change, but I've I've created a life around being able to still be involved and um, be a part of these great communities online. You know that a few years ago would have been like talked down to because you're part of like an online community or you play a video game on a regular basis with other people. And you know, now basically since COVID, a lot of our lives happen online, and people that were ready for it and understood how to communicate, um, you know, through Zoom and you know, a microphone and being in a room, you know, talking to what you think is yourself. But you know, it changed a lot of dynamics as far as careers go in that way. And so I think, you know, for me, it's actually been an awesome experience to right before COVID be able to kind of um, be a part of like, I guess after COVID, just being able to be a part of the communities that I want to be a part of, because it was so hard to just move around as a human at that point in life, you know, not being able to go outside and be a part of, you know, go to the bar on Fridays and hang out with your friends, and that all was like just gone. So having this outlet that I had been growing in my own way was awesome, because I had my stream to talk to people, and me and Kaylee could add something other than just, you know, sitting on the couch watching Netflix the whole time I was doing you know, I was trying to make content and make graphics for my stream and you know, do all this different type of stuff that, you know, if you go to my stream now, you probably don't even see it, because it's all just been like this effort to create. And I'll be honest, I don't necessarily know what my art is yet, or what it is that I want to put out to the world on a regular basis. But I will tell you, I have a perspective that a lot of you guys, I think, that are even younger now. You know, I walked into a school classroom with my mom the other day, and she mentioned that I was a Twitch streamer, and everybody's you know, eyes came up from their desks, and you know, young people are interested in this stuff and what it might mean for them as a career. And yes, I want to let you guys know that it's a hard career to break into, and it's hard to get people to watch your videos, and it's hard to find time, especially when you're married or you have other people that are dependent on you, to find the time that you think is necessarily to progress your World of Warcraft character to the best it can be. And yes, for me, I'm getting to the age, you know, I'm 27 now, that I'm realizing, you know, World of Warcraft and these online experiences will be around probably till the day I die, you know? And so I'm going to have plenty of time to invest into relationships and talking with people and playing games with people and telling or trying to show people how much better I am than them at a certain video game. And so I guess from my experiences, what I can say to you guys is, you know, gaming and content creation is not a waste of time. It's really about what you're trying to learn and grow from while you're doing it. I tell you what, I've probably spent more hours trying to learn about key binding and interface stuff within World of Warcraft than I have actually raiding and PvPing within the game, just because, you know, there's just such a there's just such an amazing amount of things that you can do within this game that to manipulate it to feel more comfortable while you're playing it, that I just love messing with it. I think it's cool to hit buttons and see something happen on your screen. And it happened in World of Warcraft for me has been an awesome outlet into teaching me how exactly that all works and what macros are and what, technology it really takes to be good at some of these games, So I guess, and another thing that came up within Asmongold's video was he talked about how his mom's passing kind of changed his idea on World of Warcraft, or his perspective. It was something that he used to do with his mom, and his buddies would come over and hang out, and they'd bring their computers and they'd all connect and play and kind of be able to share a space together, but also be comfortable, like just being silent, and that's an awesome feeling to have with people. And I'll be honest, I had kind of the same thing growing up with my brother. He got me into World of Warcraft, and he had a bunch of friends that, wanted to play with him. And so, I still call him my brother, Jarrett. Jarrett got into World of Warcraft. It was still one of the best summers of my life, getting to wake up and hear my brother would get on the phone with him in the morning as my brother was taking me to school, and they would talk about their night before while they were playing World of Warcraft together and just how much fun it was. And so that got me obviously really, really attached to the game and what it can do, and probably maybe more than other people. But because I'm still here playing it so many years later. But I think World of Warcraft, and I don't feel this way about the retail version of the game, but Season of Discovery, the amount that it brings people together, the amount of progress that you can gain in a relationship by just doing one like starting zone together with your brother or your sister that you haven't talked to in a little while. It's really cool. And I think World of Warcraft is excellent at bringing people together and making them struggle together, and then also rewarding them greatly together. And for God's sake, I hope, I never have to live in a world where that isn't something that's exciting to get to go do. I definitely think the retail version of the game, adding, token systems and cash shop systems has unfortunately ruined the integrity that, time spent should gain you in an MMO. And that's sad, but luckily we still have stuff like Season of Discovery that's pretty pure right now. And so go play WoW, guys. It's a great game. I will tell you guys this. I have taken a little bit of a step back, and I'm not level 40 in SOD. I think I'm like level 36. And I was playing it every day for a little while. But I think if there's something that Season of Discovery has really taught me, is that, you can really, really try and be really, really good at a video game, and then they put out a new season and all your stuff's gone. So the time that you're putting in the gear, all the cool things that you're getting in a video game, they are fleeting. But the relationships and the understanding of game mechanics and all that stuff, it sticks around, and it goes from game to game. As a blossoming fighting game champion myself, I've been playing a lot of Tekken and Street Fighter and Melee, Smash Brothers Melee this year, and I gotta say, it's amazing how much MMO knowledge transfers over to those games and the combinations of buttons that you're trying to hit. So, anyways, I guess let me jump back to Asmon's mom passing away and how that has affected him and his relationship with the game. And I guess I have a similar thing, you know. Um, Fortunately, in my life, it was getting married, and you know, realizing that, wow, you know, all this time invested into the game is great, but if I don't have the dishes done, and or you know, like my shit isn't cleaned up, or there's stuff that's amiss that shouldn't be, that it's a lot harder for the relationship to be able to blossom when you're spending all your extra time trying to be something within this online world. And I guess my best advice to you, from a guy that's, you know, doesn't have as much time to spend on video games as my brain or my heart really wants to, it's okay. You know, living life is awesome, man. And once it's kind of like skilling up in World of Warcraft. If you're willing to put in the time and effort to the people around you, it pays off a lot. So, anyways, that's my feelings for now, guys. See you guys later. Bye.